Good morning, warriors. Please join me in the pledge to the Bible. I pledge allegiance to the Bible, God's holy word. I will make it a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. I will hide its words in my heart and might not sin against God. Please join me in the pledge to the flag. Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We're going to practice our catechisms and our new sound off. I'm going to start by asking, is there more than one true God? No, there is only one true God. In how many persons does this one God exist? In 3 persons. I'm going to say, name these 3 persons, and you will say, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Let's try that one again. Name these 3 persons. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Now we're going to try our sound offs. You were so good at it yesterday, I'm not even going to rehearse. Leave it. Hustle. Thank you. We've been talking about the virtue of excellence this week. Excellence in the Bible comes from the Greek word arete, and it means more than just being good at something or something being great. It means beauty, strength, courage, intelligence, and fulfilling your potential, which sounds very big, but it's just the idea of doing the most to make you the person that God has created you to be. We learned that we can be excellent and do excellent things because we are made in the image of God who does everything in an excellent way. I want to share with you a Bible verse that is Philippians 4:8. And we use this Bible verse a lot at Annapolis because we are founded on the ideas of truth, beauty, and goodness. So it says, finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there is anything excellent, arete, if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things. And I'm going to tell you kind of an unlikely story of excellence this morning. And I want you to see if you have ever heard of this person before. Her name is Cecilia Alexander. Is she famous? I hadn't heard her name before. Well, you do not have to be famous to be excellent. But she was just a simple Sunday school teacher, probably in her early 20s, if that. And she took the opportunity to teach children's Sunday school every Sunday at her little church in Ireland. And this was in the mid-1800s, so a very long time ago. And she was teaching the children the very basic things about what it means and what we believe as Christians. And her children were memorizing, but she didn't feel like they were getting the big idea of how excellent God's creation was. She was teaching them the basics through the Apostles' Creed, which we say every week in chapel. So if you know the first line of it, will you say it with me? I believe in God the Father Almighty, maker of heaven and earth. So, thank you. You are excellent at that. So she wanted them to understand how excellent and beautiful God's creation was. So instead of just drilling it into them, she decided that for each line of the Apostles' Creed, she was going to write an entire song. And she would teach her children these songs, and it would give them the bigger idea. And so the name of her first song for that first line was All Things Bright and Beautiful. Have you heard of that song? Yes, we've sung that song every day since the beginning of school. And so even though her songs were not on the radio and they were not famous and she was not a rock star, she wrote a lot of songs that we sing today. And she had the simple purpose of showing children how excellent God was. And so she took the simple idea and pointed us to God's excellence. Well, the Greek philosopher Aristotle said that excellence comes by little habits. It takes little things to be excellent. But we have to warrior up and fight the part of us that just wants to think that it's not important for us to do everything in an excellent way, that it's just good enough and we'll just leave it at that. So I want you to think about the excellence of God's creation and the excellence of how you can reflect His glory today as we sing All Things Bright and Beautiful.
All
And after he had made everything and said that it was good, he made his masterpieces, you. And he said, that is very good. That is excellent. That is the best thing I have made. And so we will do everything in an excellent way because he created us for excellence. The Lord be with you.
You shall go out with joy and be led forth with peace. The mountains and the hills shall break forth before you. There'll be shouts of joy, and all the trees of the fields will clap their hands. And all the trees of the fields